patron, take them away.
Okay, guys, I've just opened up my DAX trades. One of them's gone against me a little bit, and racking and stacking, but everything seems pretty good. Let me flip this over. We're going from the green into the red as per the Discord. If you haven't already seen that, let me just quickly flash it up. There is the morning call from this morning. Excellent call, guys. I know a lot of the time you have a burning question and one thing or another, and sometimes we run out of time. But I think the structure we put into place is bang on. And this idea of single asset trading as a group should be a winner, which we'll look at next week. I've also done the breakdown of this trade, what I'm looking for and why I want to be in it here. And for those of you who've not seen that before, I tell the guys before I trade what it is I'm going to do and why I'm going to do it. I also put in a scruffy bias where they can see the products that I'm looking at, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. And again, it's a heads up. It's on the top of each hour. So if you're interested in trading, this group is about as good as it gets, or at least I'd like to think it is, because it's genuinely trading in the real world. Everything's done in the moment. Nothing's retrospective. I think that's the fairest way. Okay. So what are we looking at here? Well, there's one order has just cashed out. Let me just put that back in where it came from, because this is part of rack and stack. Just bear with me a second. There's okay. Sorry, this is live chart, live workings. Racking and stacking is when you're at the top of a range and you kind of want to get it in and out quick. I don't want to be carving around on the charts all the time. I let the charts work for me. And the way that's done is multiple orders with multiple targets, and then it'll do it itself as it is now. Now, it has gone against me a little bit, as you can see, but it's not a lot. Nothing to be excited about. And what this is kind of like a ladder trade where I'm expecting it to push higher, and I want to catch the momentum as it goes up, and that's what we've seen. Now, yesterday I was doing a similar thing, as you can see, with the dollar basket. Terrible product, by the way, guys. I really didn't like trading it at all, but it paid very well, as you can see, and then running on from the day prior. So yeah, had to kill it off when it was getting a bit silly, but the premise was there. I'm doing a similar thing with this today. As you can see, it's all starting to push into value. So where is the value? Well, if you come out to your hourly chart, if I just remove that so you can see, what we can see is we had a colossal drop, which was significantly red. In other words, there was little reprieves within it. These were tiny. So when it comes, it had to be reasonably sort of violent. All right. Well, that's about as sustained as it gets. So now what I'm looking for is a repeat of these zones to come back up into the red ones, which if I drop this down, there you are, you can see I put them back in here. You can see it's pushing up. So I'm looking for it to revisit back into here where it's been before. And that's the idea of staging all the way up to it, because I know the markets will jostle, which is what they are doing. And if that's the case, I want to catch the push, let it come back, catch the push again. But when it gets here, game over. Okay, that's the premise of this trade. And if we take it out even further to a 4 hour, you can see these are just, well, that's ran out of steam. this is gathering pace. How do I know? Because the candles are getting progressively bigger. Now we have a flush out, right? It's just cashed out that order, so I'm going to put that one back in it again. So I'll just move that down, just in case it recedes, and just so that you can kind of see it. That is there. Right? So that price bouncing has now given me sort of some money where otherwise I'd have just been waiting. Once it goes past 10, I kind of leave it alone, but up till that point, I'll let that first order bounce. Okay, take this back down to 5 minutes. Oh, there's the 10 just cashed out. So what I'll do is I'll drop that 10 back in as well, because the DAX does have a habit of coming back 10 pips. So we'll drop that in there also. So what we've got now is a stack of orders in and around this level, the break of this green, running up. And it's just going to pop the orders out as we go, just so you can see it. There you go. So in the last few minutes, we've done 20 quid just by bouncing the price. Okay, excellent. Let me run this out and I'll come back to you at the end. Okay guys, hit the target, done pretty much what I wanted it to do. Zone to zone, smash through the targets. All of the ladders got triggered. The ones that were left behind, you just kill off. And there you go. So for an hour's work, from there upwards, I can live with that for an hour. That's not bad. In fact, it was less than an hour because it took us 15-20 minutes to get into the thing in the first place.
Good job.
Let's have a look, see what that is. Quickly top that up for you. So we've got a 40 plus 44 plus 20 plus 15 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5. 139. I don't think that's too bad for an hour. In fact, I don't think it's too bad at all. And as you can see, it's stalled bang on the level. You get those levels right, the rest of it is a walk in the park. Genuinely is. And I can't make it any simpler than that. So, happy days, guys. These are just very quick snippets. They're to show you how I trade and the reasons why I trade. It's very simple. Zone to zone. Don't over-egg the target. And if it goes wrong, just manage my way out of it. That's simple. That's the art of trading. So if you're interested, do check down in the description below. You'll find all of my contact details. There's various links. If you want some Scruffy merchandise, because Winky's got her own little shop now. What she does, and she's into sort of Forex trading products. Do check it out. And if you want to come along to the Discord, all those links are there as well. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed. Above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.